our presentation on cosmetic surgery of risks.
So what is cosmetic surgery? Cosmetic surgery is the type of surgery that aims to improve a person's appearance and confidence.
There are many different types of common risks with cosmetic surgery, which is wound healing problems, nerve damages, bleeding, bruising, infection of the wound, and swelling scarring.
So we're going to talk about 3 types of procedures and their risks. The first one is the risk of a facelift. The second one is the risk of a tummy tuck. And the third one is the risk of the breast augmentation.
So the first one, the risk of a facelift. We have Blake Lively as an example of her before and after getting a facelift. So we're going to tell you a little bit about what kind of risks she might have gone through while or after getting a facelift. She could have had asymmetry, which is having one side of your face being swollen than the other, making it not symmetric. She could have had a shift of the hairline, which is moving your hairline back off of your forehead. She could have gone through delayed healings, which wherever her incisions were on her face, they could have taken a little bit longer than usual. She could have gone through swelling, bruising, or bleeding, and then nerve damage, which is having numbness or tingling in her face.
The second risk of cosmetic surgery is the risk procedure is a tummy tuck. And this is Cindy Crawford's before and after picture of the tummy tuck, and we're going to talk about the risk she could have went through after her procedure. So she could have had slightly increased risk of DVT, which is the blood clot that forms in one or more of the deep veins in your body. She could have also had a seroma infection, which is the clear fluid that develops in your body after your surgery. She could have had types of asymmetry problems, which could be one side of her body is more swollen than the other. It's not symmetrical on both sides. She could have had the loss of tissue and skin from the cut and the incision that they had to make.
And our third point is risk of breast augmentation.
So here we have Cameron Diaz before and after picture of her breast augmentation, and we're going to talk about the risk she could have went through after her procedure. She could have had infection, which is the incisions that they cut for your breast augmentation, the loss of nipple sensation, and the loss of the ability to breastfeed, which is also rare in many cases.
She could have gone through rippling of the implant, which is the rippling of the saline. You can get different types of breast implants, but saline is the most common while getting a breast augmentation. And the capsular contraction, which is hardening around the implant, which can lead to discomfort and dislocation of the implant. And with that, you get scar tissue, which is going to be a little bit different depending on your body type.
So we are going to show you a video out of the 3 procedures that we did. We thought the tummy tuck was the most interesting procedure, as in the before and after picture of somebody boosting their confidence and appearance.
When somebody calls my office who's under 18 and they want cosmetic surgery, we tell them no off the bat. I won't even see them. Mackenzie's case, however, is different than most young people who want plastic surgery. She wasn't asking for a Barbie doll body. She wasn't asking for breast implants. There's no reason for her to live the next several years of her life carting around all that excess skin. We are seeing a lot more massive weight loss types of patients come in the door. they're fine, and the fat may be gone, the weight's gone, but the skin is there inside. Did she tell you she got this paid for with GoFundMe or something?
Currently, I have close to 60,000 Instagram followers. It was just completely mind-blowing to have so many people want to look up to you and want to know what you're doing on a daily basis. It's the reason that I've kind of stayed on track. I have to make sure whatever I'm doing is going to be something that other people can do.
Open your mouth for me, Mackenzie.
So Mackenzie's surgery went great. The amount of skin we took off weighed about 3.5 pounds, but probably was enough to cover an entire basketball. This is going to be a huge, huge change for her.
Honestly, I feel completely different. I'm just so happy with how it turned out. I love my belly button, and I can finally pull off that transformation that I've wanted to do for so long.
So we researched 2 different celebrities, and Naomi Campbell is for cosmetic surgery, and she stated in Bazaar magazine, "It's fine for those who do it for themselves and not to please someone else."
And Kate Winslet, who was against cosmetic surgery, stated in Bazaar magazine, stated, "I will never give in. It goes against my morals, the way that my parents brought me up, and what I consider to be natural beauty." And we chose these 2 because there's always 2 sides of every story. And as you can see, the video that we showed you, she went through cosmetic surgery and she loved it and she felt more confident. And on the next slide, we're going to show you a quote from Zoe Prophet. And she says, "Beauty is when you can appreciate yourself. When you love yourself, that's when you're most beautiful."